Hello, my name is Sally, and this is Bryn, my stray from Afghanistan.
His story begins really in Helmand province. He arrived at a British patrol base as a stray and decided he wanted to join the British Army.
When Mark asked me to care for Bryn, I just wanted to help. We raised £4,000 to bring Bryn home, and we travel all over the UK giving talks on behalf of the charity that did so much for us in Kabul. I'm very proud to be able to care for this very special dog.
Those are the 5 finalists, PC Dan, Thomas and Janice. The West Midlands police dog with 8 years service has used his tracking and skills to lead to the arrest of 285 crime suspects and assisted in a further 157 captures in the past 4 years. Served in the riots of August 2011, and they have been nominated for numerous awards, including 2 Chief Constable commendations, the highest honour given by the police force. To vote for Dan and Janice, 0844 646 and then 0201. So our second of the finalists is Sue Harvey with Max and Byron Harvey with Ziggy. Well, they are both disabled. Truly inspiring stories. Sue and Byron Harvey brought together in support and friendship, which blossomed into love and marriage by the link between their own original assistant dogs. To vote for Sue and Byron and Max and Ziggy, 0202 on the end. Our third story, a very, very sad story. Tracy and Daisy. Daisy came into the life of Tracy, probably the most distressing time of her life. We lost her 7-year-old son, Jack, 2 years ago after a 2-year battle with a brain tumour. And 2011 was the worst year of the Marshalls' lives, as around the same time the family had a bull mastiff named Louis. Unfortunately, had to be put to sleep in the May after being diagnosed also with a brain tumour. Tracy and Daisy, and then you add 0203. Owen and Archie. January last year, 2012, Archie was deliberately tied to a railway line in London, struck by a train. The RSPCA found him 1 week later and amputated his severely damaged leg and tail. Archie arrived in Owen's life in the middle of February last year. There was a complete instant connection between them, and from that moment Owen's life has completely changed. Quiet, shy boy has disappeared, and in his place is a very confident and happy young man. You add 0204 to Owen and Archie. And then Sally and Bryn. Bryn found starving as a stray in Lashkar near Helmand 2 years ago, heard barking at the side of the road where the soldiers were clearing for mines. And he was warning them of a hidden bomb device that would have killed 2 of those soldiers. Sally saw his picture on the internet, wanted to help get Bryn out, began a campaign, eventually went worldwide, as we have just heard. 2011 was awarded the PDSA commendation for loyalty to the British troops. And then you add 0205 for Sally and Bryn. And calls cost 5p from a BT landline, calls from other networks may vary, and from mobiles will cost considerably more. Voting closing at 6:30 on Sunday the 10th of March 2013. Details and terms at channel4.com/Crufts. Not available on 4OD, Watch Live or 47. Friends for Life 2013.
Well, the competitors are walking the course for the next 2 events. Well, I'm saying 2 events, they're all going to take place at the same time, but we are running 2 competitions here. One is the Kennel Club Large Novice ABC Agility, and the second competition is a Kennel Club Medium ABC Agility. So there's a novice competition and a medium one. Both are for ABC dogs, which means any breed but collie. That also includes working sheepdogs. So we won't see any working sheepdogs. You'll see a variety of other dogs. What you will see, I'm sure, are the occasional Australian Kelpie, which is every bit as cool. I think it's going to be included, or ought to be included, in the ones that are not ABC. But anyway, there we go. ABC competition coming up, so we should get a variety of dogs taking place, and certainly in the novice we're going to see things like miniature poodles and miniature Australian shepherds, all sorts of things going on, various crossbreeds. So it is a great competition. The medium is the Kennel Club Medium ABC Agility, and that is not novices. The novices are grades 1 to 3. If that doesn't mean anything to you, the gradings, I beg your pardon, grades 3 to 5, and if that doesn't mean anything to you, the gradings are dependent on what a dog or its handler may have won, or both. And I won't go into the full details, it's far too complicated. But the main event, or rather the medium event, is grades 1 to 7. All grades could take part. So you could get a novice dog with a very experienced handler, you never know. But that's the Kennel Club Medium ABC Agility. Those are the 2 competitions that we'll be running, and as far as I'm aware, we'll be starting with the novices and then going on to the medium. But we'll wait and see how that ultimately develops. I think it is. Actually, I have a list in front of me that completes. We might be doing the medium first, but I will let you know as we start. So they're walking the course, and you get a nice view there of a very casual walk by one of the handlers. But here, to explain what they do, Graham, because it may be a mystery to some people.
Well, the course is designed by the judge of the day. And I think we've got Mr. Bob Griffin's going to be judging it this afternoon. He's designed it. Nobody will have seen this until about half an hour ago, when they will have been given a copy of this course. Now, that's not normal. Normally, when we have our weekly competitions, they just turn up on the day and then they get 20 minutes, half an hour to walk around the course. But in this occasion, because they don't have quite so long to walk it, they get given a paper copy. First time they've seen it, so they'll have looked at that, studied it. Now that's the first time they get a chance to see it in the flesh, so to speak. What they're doing now is they're walking around it. They're trying to decide where the course goes, because this one is actually numbered 20 obstacles. That's the maximum number you can have in any agility competition.
They're all numbered, but if they don't remember the course, they do really have to learn it, don't they? Because they don't have time to look for the next number.
No, you don't, and certainly at this level, even with these novice dogs, you don't have the time.
They'll find number 1 easily enough, because it's the start. They have to stand behind that, so they'll find that.
Well, you say that, Peter, but I've seen people actually line up in front of the finish jump before, because the nerves get to them just so much. I'm not going to be doing it myself, but they have to complete the course in sequence as it's labelled. If they do it out of sequence, that's an elimination, unfortunately. But it's actually quite a technical sport. These guys will make it look really, really easy, but they will have spent hours, hundreds of hours training their dogs, even these young dogs. Bearing in mind, they can't start competing till they're 18 months of age anyway, and that really is to give the dogs a chance to fully develop before you start training them. Everything's done around safety, and this is all done with play. People say, how do you get your dogs to do that? Play, fun, play. Absolutely the key words.
Well, they succeed. We do see some marvellous performances here. I should say these competitions, the 2 that we're going to see, are both 2-part competitions. They've had a jumping competition this morning, and they're running in the first top 10 from each competition are in the agility competition, and they'll be going in reverse order. So the first runners and rider, first runner and dog that we see will be the person who came slowest in the jumping competition. Doesn't mean they're out of it by any means, but the last person you see in each competition will be the one who won the jumping competition this morning. There are rosettes for winning just this agility, but there's a combined prize as well for the overall winner, and that's what they're after. They want to be the winner of the Kennel Club medium ABC competition, and it's a new competition here at Crufts, never been held before, and I might add Crufts couldn't take place without its sponsors. This particular event is no exception. It's sponsored by Joint Aid for Dogs, and we're very grateful to them. But it looks an interesting course because it's a novice course. The first part, will the course be altered for the medium, or is this the medium course which will be altered for the novices?
The course will remain the same for both parts of the competition. I've had a quick look at the map, and it's a fairly straightforward course, as it should be for a novice dog. Bearing in mind you could have some very inexperienced medium dogs in it as well, so he's had to really...
I love this process we're watching at the moment. You see all the helpers in pink rounding up the handlers. Get off, you've had your time. Look at that.
That's something that we've actually pinched from Europe.
I think it's wonderful.
We've pinched it
Come
from
on,
Europe.
move. Don't stand there, get off.
People always want an extra 10, 15, 20 seconds longer than everybody else. Trust me, I've been there. Get on. I want to start judging.
Well, it looks interesting, and we've got a very interesting afternoon of agility to watch. A whole lot that we'll be streaming here on this channel. So not only these competitions, there are 3 more to follow it, and followed by a demonstration of heel work to music before we have a tea break. I'll be ready for my tea then.
Well, but what a fantastic crowd we've got, Peter.
Here comes the judge. There he is. This is Bob Griffin.
And he's from Indian Queens. He's about 10 miles down the road from me in Cornwall. Very experienced judge. Has been competing in agility for a long time himself, very successfully with his latest breed is Copperlanders, would you believe?
I've got to ask you, why on earth, if you're going to travel around the world and around the country, why live in Cornwall? For goodness sake, you're in the most awkward place to get out of in the whole country.
I'll talk to you about that in the break, Peter.
Right, first one going. This is in the novice. This is in the medium. This is Elaine Sherwin with her miniature poodle Bean. It's a little dog. No electronic clock on this. The equipment in the arena is not provided by the television company, so we're a little bit reliant on somebody else, but we're not getting the feed there. But it is hand-timed as well, so we will get that fed, and we'll have to wait for confirmation of their team at the end of the course. But that was a pretty good round. I reckon that was clear. Well done, Elaine Sherwin. She was the slowest of their starters this morning, but I think that was a clear round.
Yep, really nice start there, Peter. Look at that. Ears going everywhere, absolutely fantastic, and a nice finish and a nice round of applause, much appreciated by our judge.
We just wait for 36.75 was the time, as we now look at Angie Edwards with Flossie. They come from Norwich and Norfolk. This is a miniature Australian Shepherd dog, 5 years old. Flossie was rehomed at 40. Oh, they've been eliminated. Oh dear, what a shame. Straight away, we'll take a look at that and see what that elimination was in a moment.
Such a shame there, Peter, as you say. The tunnel is looking straight at the end of the dog walk, but there's a fair way to call them off it, but that's one of those handling points I was talking to you about yesterday.
Which I call traps, but you're probably right. That you need to be able to, the handler needs to get in a position to stop the dog falling into the trap.
Absolutely. Well, unfortunately, she missed the contact, I think, which threw the handler just very slightly. But again, a good effort. It's a big ask for him to be here. Here it comes,
you'll see it again. Nicely over the dog walk, no problem, but she's way behind, isn't she?
But there we are, you see, she's thinking about that.
No.
Just saw the arm come out, and unfortunately, elimination.
Now we've got Ian Langan, and he's going with Von William Dizzy Blonde. This is a beagle. Lovely to see that. 7 years old, this bitch, known as Rasha. Nice seeing a nice lemon and white beagle running around. They're very smart, aren't they, these dogs?
They are, Peter. You don't see many in agility, unfortunately, because I absolutely love them. They are quite difficult to train, but Ian's been running them for quite some time and very successfully as well.
You say they're difficult to train. They are hounds. What do you expect?
Making sure that it completes those weaves, which it must do, over the joint aid jump, over the Kennel Club jump. Yep.
We'll again wait for confirmation of the no fault, and just need the time on that. 38.11 is the time. Michelle Henderson now with Riley, the miniature poodle, 7-year-old dog, this one. Riley's third time at Crufts. Got a fault. Picking up one fault. Nicely into the soft tunnel and around. This is nice handling. It's quite a slow round, I'd say. Maybe the dog's a little bit deceptive, but it's not moving that fast over the ground.
I think probably steady, Peter. It's not used to the everything that's going on here as well, so can be quite easily distracted. So I think it's as I say,
5 faults.
Good effort.
Just getting
here we go.
Of the time.
Oh, yep, and a really great decision there by our judge. He's in the best possible position to see those.
39.14, but with 5 faults.
And look
next
at this
we've got Sally
dog.
Haywood and Holly's Laddie, which is an English Springer Spaniel.
Waiting perfectly there. You just saw his tail wagging in the wind. Absolutely fantastic.
Known as Kofi, or Coffee. 5 years old. 5-year-old dog. It is nice to see these different breeds taking part in agility, because all dogs are agile. They can all do it.
Oh, he's flying up there, nice and steady down, but he's got it. Well done.
Not something you'd associate an English Springer with is the discipline of an agility course, but I mean they're very trained.
Becoming quite popular now, Peter, in the small and mediums. Oh, nicely done. Come on. Well done.
There you go. A clear round. Just get the time.
Really happy chappy there. And you look, he's coming down a dog walk. You look, he checks in. What do you want me to do? Shall I stop here? Yes, well done.
30.03, so they're in
tails and ears going
moment.
Everywhere. Fantastic. Is that a picture of a happy dog or what, Peter?
Next we've got Alison Pierce on the start line with her crossbreed dog, a 9-year-old. This is Sykes of the Manor. So he's probably better known as Harvey from the Think Box advert. He's also been seen on Midsummer Murders. Dead, perhaps? Oh no, nicely alive. Look at that.
Yeah, he's quite a famous dog, yeah.
Cheeky little terrier.
But this is what he does on his days off, you see. This is his weekend sport. He doesn't get paid for this, by the way.
No, you sure he's got a speaking part? He's very vocal.
He's a great little dog, really well trained as well, as you'd expect.
Oh, we're singing clock. That's nice to see.
What? Look at that.
I think he's faultless.
Lots of encouragement.
This is
there.
nice, and this is quick. This is quick. They're going into the lead. 33.35 in the lead.
Well done, Sykesy.
I've got to say, I'm delighted.
We're going to have another look at this A-frame, Peter. Look at this. Oh, dear.
Oh, my word. Just made it. Whoa.
Perfect. I could do with an A-frame like that with my dogs.
This next dog's called Rogue, and it's a Nova Scotia duck-tolling retriever. Amanda Hampson from Stoke-on-Trent owns this 6-year-old bitch. Qualified for 4 events here at Crufts this year, so Amanda's a very happy lady, I'll tell you.
Tremendously experienced competitor, both domestically and internationally. Has represented the country a number of times with these Nova Scotia duck-tolling retrievers. Never wastes a lot of time. She's very tight. Look at that. Gets her shoulders round. The dog will always go in the direction your shoulders are pointing in. Just decides to do the weaves on the left.
Again,
slightly
you see
safer.
the clock there, the time to beat 33.35. Oh, 0.03 short of it. 33.38. They're in second place.
How tight is that?
That was some close finish. They're nice dogs, these Tollers, aren't they?
Absolutely, yeah, very keen, love to work. Amanda always gets the best out of her as well.
Sam Lane just starting off now with Dame, a working Cocker Spaniel, 5-year-old dog. They come from Milton Keynes. Competing for 4 years, and this is their 3rd time at Crufts, so that's quite an achievement in itself.
Absolutely. I think she's in the champ on Sunday, possibly with this dog, so she'll be looking to make sure she practices her contacts.
Whoa, my word, this dog's fast. Be accurate, be
I
accurate.
think I'm going to have to move a bit. Very nice.
And unfortunately, we've lost the clock again. Don't know what's happening with the feed from the arena. We're on a manual timing, so we need this. We need confirmation of this.
Yeah, look at that, nice seesaw. Just holds him on it to make sure that the judge has seen that she's got it.
Haven't had the time yet.
And there we go. Look at that, no wasted of time. That's where you can make up so much time, Peter. So, and now we've got...
In 3rd place. Oh, 10 faults on 33.62.
And now we've got Bernadette Bay.
We do.
Obey,
A very
truly balanced.
talented lady.
Yep.
Zen is the pet name of the Sheltie. 10-year-old, actually, real veteran. Come from West Sussex, beautiful part of the United Kingdom.
Yeah,
10
Bernadette.
years old next month, not quite 10.
This dog...
And retiring after this show. So this is this little dog's swan song, but what a crack name.
This dog owes her absolutely nothing, as I say. Again, another international competitor, Bernadette Bay, outwardly unflappable, handles very, very quietly and quite quiet manner, but she gets the very best out of her dogs at all times. And you can see why.
And we wait for the time on that. That was a clear round.
And there we go, what a great shot coming down there. Nicely made contact, yes. No time wasted
this is nice.
at all.
Still waiting for a time. No, not in the frame. 34.00, just being announced out there in the auditorium as we got it at the same time. In a clear round, that puts him in 3rd place.
Stand by for fireworks now, Peter.
Helen Anderson going now with Demon. This is a Celtic. An Australian Celtic. So fast, this little 7-year-old dog. Rescued at 7 months old from Battersea Dogs Home. He's got 3 Crufts titles to his name.
Yep, love watching this dog go. She's got so much control with it. When she actually lets it have its head and just run full tilt, it is so quick.
Well, in the jumping event this morning, she was 1 3/4 seconds quicker than 2nd place. So this looks as though this is going to be easily a winner there. Clear round, we wait the result of her time, but I think her combined time should put her in the lead as well. But this is a remarkable little dog.
Yeah, look at that.
Quick.
Very, very nice. Look at that. Got the arm up. Oh, a little bit tired there.
31.41. That's a whole minute. A whole second time.
Absolutely great. And Peter, what I like, as I say, this is what agility is all about. As I say, the first thing she does is grabs the dog's toy, has a big game with it, because that's what it wants. That's the dog's reward for doing things perfectly. Brilliant.
It's very strange. I mean, all dogs need the reward, and if there's a reward at the end, they do what you want.
Absolutely, and it doesn't really matter whether it's
not
just
brain
a
surgery,
good boy,
is it?
whether it's well, it is to some people, Peter. I run my own dog agility training school, and yeah, okay, enough said.
Enough said. Okay. Well, here we go. That's a clear winner then for Helen Anderson with an Australian Kelpie. 31.41 on the start line now. Alan Dorman with Gunny, this golden retriever, 4 years old. This is the novice competition.
So potentially you've got some less experienced dogs, not necessarily less experienced handlers. these dogs will not be any higher than grade 5 when they qualified for this competition.
So they may be higher than that now, but
Absolutely.
they won't. Yeah, this is, he said, Alan said 4 times, the Crufts is every agility handler's dream. This is no exception with this little dog.
And as you say, may not be the
Alan.
quickest, but he can make up with some nice tight turns, and he'll get a really good time here. If he can get a clear round at the biggest and best dog show in the world, he'll be well pleased.
Well, Alan hopes he doesn't let his dog down, that's the thing. Raises going over the edge there. We need confirmation of the time. 37.88. I believe that was a nice clear round.
And I think the handler was going for an extra jump. There he goes.
He did it beautifully. This is Louise Chalice with Chili. A Tavura, Belgian Shepherd dog. Oh dear, an elimination there. Straight it. Yeah. Oh dear, what a shame.
Oh dear. Louise is going to kick herself. I mean, I don't know whether you got that just now, but she was absolutely kicking
A
herself.
salute for getting it right at that point. Well done. Oh, dear.
But she was still smiling. As I say, she was kicking herself, but oh dear. I'm going to spare her blushes by showing a replay of that, because she'd kill me if we did that. But absolutely fantastic. Oh no, well, I think I decided not to show it, but the cameraman's having different ideas. Oh dear. Oh well, we just missed it there, but never mind. And
So this is.
oh, there we go.
Oops, yeah.
Oh,
That was nice. That was lovely. Yeah. Oh dear, we got it wrong. This is Digby that we're missing at the moment. This is a 6-year-old dog. Vicky Boswell is the handler. First agility dog, first time here at Crufts in this novice competition.
Yeah, was it
Digby's-
3/4 Springer and a quarter Lab, I think?
That's
something like
right.
that?
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Lovely looking dog, this, isn't it?
What do you call it?
Great
It's
cross.
a linger, a labrador.
Yeah.
A strudel.
Or a
no,
last.
No, elimination at the last minute. Oh dear, how frustrating is that?
Oh dear. And all she needs to do is just keep running just a bit quicker. Oh dear, never mind. But see the smile on her face. She's still smiling. Great.
Another Australian Kelpie now. Is this? Yeah, it's a fast one. You can tell straight away. This is Kaiser, 5-year-old dog with Lorna Goodban from Bracknell. Just managed to keep the dog away from making that mistake. Good.
Yep, Lorna's been doing agility for a number of years now. Very experienced competitor. Not quite sure how old this dog is.
This
now,
dog's
but,
a 5-year-old dog.
Yep. Very keen agility enthusiast is Lorna. She'll be
Well,
over the moon to be here.
And she also says that the dog's got a very low or short attention span, so anything could happen on this. But it looks like it's concentrating. Perhaps a bit too hard. I must have made a mistake here before, so I'm going to get it right. Say it nice and slowly through there. Good finish.
Well
good
done,
finish.
Lorna.
Well done. Don't know what the time was. Clear round. .45.16. Clear round. And now on the start line we've got Geraldine Young with her Labrador, 4-year-old Sonic, this dog. In the lead still we have a clear round with Alan Dorman. 2 eliminations in the meantime.
Look at
Clear
those
round
eyes.
there from Digby. But now Lorna, Geraldine Young now with Sonic. Again, first agility dog. Got Sonic as a pet and decided to give agility a trial. Absolutely got the hook on it.
Yep, she'll be over the moon, I would think.
5.
This is her first agility dog being at Crufts with it. The dog's still only 4 years of age as well. Absolutely fabulous dogs to own, especially as family pets as well, but they just love to work. They're a working breed. Oh, had a good look at those weaves. Managed to keep him off it. And you can just imagine how nervous Geraldine is here in the middle of the main ring at Crufts. Doing an absolutely brilliant job. Well done to the her.
Here are the penalties. 10 in total.
There we go. Oh, those bricks come off so easily. Are we going to get this contact? Oh, no.
Let's face it, it's a gymkhana with dogs, isn't it? This gymkhana with dogs, as we see on the start line. We've got Alan Smith now. Alan Smith with Holly. Holly's a 6-year-old Labrador bitch. Started agility together. Grade 1 in 2008. They now compete at Grade 5. Very proud of that.
He saw he just broke his weight there. The time actually doesn't start until they cross the beam, so he was quite happy to go back and put her back, and that was the good thing to do. She broke her weight, so he insisted she do it, and now we're off to a great start. Another lap.
Another lap.
It's just nice to see these ABC competitions, Peter.
Absolutely, I agree wholeheartedly. This is a novice competition, remember, so none of these are the absolute tops. Oh, just missed the contact point. Very unlucky. Very unlucky.
Everybody in the whole arena went ooh at the same time then.
Well done. They got penalties, unfortunately. You just see this contact. Just jumps out over it. Just throws himself off the end there. They must make contact. It's a big area to make contact with, and missed it.
Not when you're out there, it isn't, Peter. It looks very small, let me assure you.
I'm sure. Well, I have done agility occasionally.
Oh, look at this boy here. What a handsome chap.
Mark Bradley, or the dog. This is a Weimaraner, who's 3 years old. He's handsome as well. Yeah. But this is Mark Bradley, and the dog's called Mully, from Weimaraner. He's also known as Donkey, which seems a bit. First agility dog, gone from grades 1 to 4 in 18 months. Well done for them.
He's having a great time.
Silver ghosts
going everywhere, yeah. So elegant, these dogs. Ooh. I think.
Yes, missed there. It was on the way up. They missed that contact. Oh, nice one. Good time, but 5 penalties there. 5 penalties for Murray. You should take a look at that and see as they come up to. Yeah, now watch this, a big leap. Just missed it.
Yeah, unfortunately the problem with the longer striding dogs.
So we've got Hannah Lyon with Henry. This is an English Springer. This is an 8-year-old dog. Rescue dog at 6 months. An unwanted Christmas puppy. It happens. But look what a happy life it's got now.
Yep, a lot of the dogs in agility actually come from the rescue centres, and they certainly land on their feet when they come to an agility home, because they do have the best time, I can tell you.
I think they've died and gone to heaven.
Absolutely. Rescue centres all do an absolutely fantastic job, I hasten to add, do you know what I mean?
Absolutely, absolutely. Ooh, a little bit wide there, which will cost the time. I thought Henry was going to have a go at the weave poles early, but it's a good finish. This is not going to be a bad. They're going to be in the frame somewhere, I think. 40.24. They're in second place.
Oh, well done to them.
And we've got Pete Catt on the start line now with his Australian Shepherd. This is a 3-year-old dog called Finch. And Pete says this isn't the fastest dog in the world, but he does put everything he can into doing his best. He's a real trier. Right, we've seen slower. Oh.
Yeah, Pete, another guy who's been on the circuit for a number of years, always there and thereabouts with all his dogs. Really nice handler, very quiet. Gives the dog every opportunity to get it right. Bearing in mind the dogs do not know where we're going. We're working on getting the dogs to read the numbers for border collies, that is.
Yes.
But we're some way off, so they're totally reliant on the handler. And remember, they can't touch them. Anything else?
This is the kind of dog that you'd really want in a team. Nice and steady. Looks accurate.
Yep.
But steady. Gets a good, reasonable pace. Not madly fast, but it's good. It's accurate. He's not going to be way out of it. Clear round.
I think you're right.
And the second in the jumping, of course. The time 40.80 puts them in 3rd place. But they were 2nd in the jumping, so you never know what the combined element is going to be.
So next we've got Angie Edwards.
This is a miniature Australian Shepherd coming up with Angie Edwards, yes. 5-year-old Billy. Billy's really very small. Nice and vocal. Barks his way around the course. Whoops, let's stop and have a look. Just a little bit of distraction on the way. It's a lovely blue merle. Oh, and an elimination, and they won the jumping competition this morning. They must have been thinking they were in with a very good chance. What a shame.
I thought Angie was going to jump up and down for a minute there. Oh, but a smile comes back across her face. Look at that.
Oh dear, what a shame. She must have thought she'd got this one nailed, but silly mistake there at the end. What a shame.
It's just almost as though she froze. And you do get brain freeze occasionally. You just think
she was doing all this. She was pushing them away. They didn't want to go that way. She was just in the wrong place.
She knew it. She knew what she'd done.
Yeah.
And it gets to you. The older you get, especially, Peter. Trust me.
What a shame. But it does mean, as far as I can see from my score sheet, and I think I've got it right, the first one to go in the novice class is the winner. That was Alan Dorman with Harsett Flax, the Goldie. But they got an elimination in the first in the jumping competition, so they won't win the combined, but they might well have won a nice rosette for winning the novice agility. And in the medium agility, well, that really was a cracking competition, and with a winning time of 31.41, Helen Anderson with her Australian Kelpie way out in the lead, and having won the jumping competition this morning, will definitely win the combined as well. So terrific competition, Graham.
Absolutely, Peter. As you say, I think we mentioned earlier on, this is the first time they've held this competition here, and it's been an absolutely great success as far as I'm concerned. It really showcases the fact that you don't have to have a border collie to do agility, and that's something I try and stress every day to people who may not be quite as familiar with agility as some other people. It really is a sport for all. We can be 5 years of age, you can be 85 years of age. You can have a Chihuahua, you can have a German Shepherd, you can have a pedigree, you can have a Heinz 57. Please, 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 if you fancy having a go at this sport, if you think it really is great stimulation mentally and physically for the dogs, get onto the website, look at the Kennel Club website, find an approved Kennel Club dog training club, go along and have some fun with your dog.
This is the thing, it's not school, it's fun, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Great stuff. Well, that was the Agility Crufts Large, Novice and Medium ABC Agility. And I hope you've enjoyed it. We've had a great time commentating on it. There's a lot more agility to come on in about 10 minutes time. I think we've almost caught up to the time where we should be, surprisingly. We should have the Crufts team medium final. And there are 4 teams taking part in that. They're just resetting the course for it. And we'll let you know what's happening once they actually get the runners and riders in to take a look at the course. Once again, the judge, I think, is Bob Griffin. I think he set a very good course for those dogs in the last one. That seemed to work extremely well.
Absolutely. I mean, as a judge, I'm a judge myself, so the first thing you do when you think about your course is it safe? That's the first thing you think about. Is this safe for my dog to run or anybody else's dog to run? And then you start thinking about making it appropriate, the difficulty appropriate for the grade of dogs that you're jumping. And then you think, can I judge it? Because there's no point having a dog walk on one side of the arena, an A-frame the other side, and you need to be close to those contact areas. So you have to think about giving the dog something else to do while you walk calmly across there. I'll show you what it's
whilst
like.
keeping eyes in the back of your head at the same time, yes. Now, the team final that's going to come up in a moment, these are when we have 4 dogs in each team. It's a relay. They go in turn, each one of the same team. They hand a baton, which allows the next dog to go. And when all 4 have completed, whatever their scores, even if they've had an elimination, which is 100 faults, it is their combined total of faults which count, and the time as well.
Absolutely correct.
Fine. Straightforward.
Well, not quite.
Not quite. Go on, what have I got wrong?
No, you've got everything perfectly right, Peter. But in addition, you can be eliminated more than once.
Oh, yes. So, I mean, if you get an elimination of doing the wrong course on the second jump, and you have to complete the course, otherwise there isn't a time for the team. So you have to complete the course, and if you make another serious fault and become eliminated, that's another 100. So you could, in theory, how many obstacles are there on this course? Do we go up to 20 again? In theory, a dog could make a pig's ear of every single one and end up with a total elimination of I don't know, 2,000 points.
Yep,
It's
absolutely.
madness.
Yep.
Yeah. It won't happen, never would. As you'll see in the ring now, they just brought the lights up again whilst they've been resetting the course. But here they come for the presentations. We'll hand over to the ring announcer.
Individual winners for the agility round, and presenting the prizes and the trophies for us today is Nigel Timms from Joint Aid for Dogs, who are the sponsors of this class. So in second place was Alison Pierce and Sykes of the Manor. And winning the individual agility round was Helen Anderson with agility champion Dinky Demon of Down Under. Okay, so then moving on to the winners of the Novice ABC. In second place was Hannah Lyon with Henry Noble Rock. And the winner of the individual agility round was Alan Dorman with Harset Flags. Okay, so back to the mediums. And these are the overall places. In second place on the mediums was Bernadette Bay with agility champion Obey Truly Balanced. And the overall winner was Helen Anderson with agility champion Dinky Demon of Down Under. And the overall placings in the Novice ABC. In second place was Hannah Lyon with Henry Noble Rock. And the overall winner of the Novice ABC was Pete Catt with Bachero Redwood Crazy Finch. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's Lap of Honour time.
So here we have the result of the Novice ABC, and it is Bachiro Redwood Crazy Finch, you see, with Pete Catt. This was the dog that we said great to have in a team because it was nice and steady, and there it goes and wins actually the Novice ABC in total. Well done to Pete Catt there. Henry Noble Rock with Hannah Lyon was second, Little Henry there, and Antarctic Storm with Mark Bradley was third. The medium ABC results, here we go. Well, what can you say? What a terrific performance. Helen Anderson's Dinky Demon of Down Under, the Kelpie. And then Bernadette Bay with Obey Truly Balanced in second place. And Amanda Hampson, terrific performance for her with Shore Dancer Sea Jade.
That's not the next event.
Okay, welcome back. A very good afternoon to you, ladies and gentlemen. Myself, Nigel Davis. Next competition in the main arena is the Crufts team medium final. I'm just going to have a quick wander around the course myself because I'd like to give you an idea of where the dogs and handlers obviously are going to be going. See if we can find out where we might need to watch. Make sure I'm not in anybody's way. Okay, start in the top corner, over the Kennel Club hurdle, into number 2, the rigid tunnel. 3 is straight on, I won't get in anybody's way, and we're going straight across the arena then to the dog walk, into the right-hand side of the tunnel. We're coming out of the dog walk and pulling the dog back around to number 5. 5 across to 6, hanging a left. Where's number 7? Must be the dog walk. Number 7's the dog walk. So 6 with a turn, bit of a trap behind near the wall, up over the dog walk. Sorry, ladies. Up over the dog walk, as you can see the contacts on the up and the down. We need to make contact with those, otherwise we're faulted. 5 for each end, we could lose 10 faults. Cross to number 8. Sweeping turn round to the long jump to the right, up onto the seesaw.
Confirmation of the agility results for medium ABC, and there she is again, no question about it. Helen Anderson with Dinky Demon of Down Under, clear winner. Sykes of the Manor with Alison Pierce, second. Shore Dance CJ, Amanda Hampson, third again there. She was third overall, and there she is in third place here. So that's the full result.
So we're going 13, 14, right-hand side of the top. We're pulling the dog then all the way around that gap with a fast weave entry. 14, 15, into the weaves. First pole on the dog's left. 16, straight on, pull the dog back through. 17, turning